I think this is a very worrying sign beyond Venezuela, beyond the opinion one can have of the Venezuelan government. And it signals once again that we're in a very, very unstable and dangerous world today.
Sultan, I want to pick that up with you. Is there an opportunity for China and Russia here to say, actually, the world has been shocked by this particular event, the capture of Maduro. We have influence in Latin America. It's time for us to really ratchet that up with the people that are sympathetic to us. Is there
They
an
could do it if they had any fucking will.
There is one, but I think they have other priorities at the moment. I think for them, Latin America is important, but it's not as important as other regional issues.
Yep.
So if I were to bet on it, I think they will take their move regionally.
Yep.
They will reassert
sad
themselves,
reality
and they
of
will
it.
probably
I
copycat
would love
what
to
the
be
Americans are
made-
doing and use
I would
it
love
as
to
a
be
precedent
surprised.
for justifying that regional powers require regional control, and approach it from this point here.
Top-down structural changes take centuries, decades, and in the world we live in now, like, the top-down structures that want to change things can only do so much. It needs to be, like, the conditions can be made, but it's ultimately up to us. It's up to the people who are fed up to actually do something about it, because, like, the powers that be, even the ones who we think are on our side, are still in it. They still, their own power means more and always will. And eventually conditions will change where the moment will come, but I don't think any of us will be alive when that happens. I think the project will still be going, but, like, if you want immediacy, strap in. Essentially. My friend sent me a tweet about that. Ramuskin Red says, do we have any more info on what happened with the Chinese delegation? Middle East Monitor says, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro received a Chinese government representative at the presidential palace in Caracas on Friday, hours before U.S. President Donald Trump claimed Maduro had been captured following American military strikes. Maduro met Maduro met a special representative of the Chinese government on Latin American affairs at the Miraflores Palace. I had a pleasant meeting with the special envoy of President Xi Jinping, Maduro said on Telegram. We reaffirmed our commitment to the strategic relationship that is progressing and strengthening in various areas for building a multipolar world of development and peace. The meeting came before Trump claimed Maduro, along with his wife, had been captured after a large-scale strike and was flown out of the country. Venezuela had earlier accused the U.S. of attacking civilian and military locations in Caracas and other cities and declared a state of emergency. Now, if you want to get pilled for a second, the Maduro's last public appearance was meeting a Chinese special envoy just hours before he was captured by the U.S. And that is deeply, profoundly disappointing, President Xi. And Flamethrower, Socialist FT on Twitter, said to me, do you think it's possible they set them up in some way to almost get a wink and nod that they can then take Taiwan if they let the U.S. do something like this? It seems like a terrible trade-off, especially for global socialism. And, like, I don't blame them for suggesting such a thing, because obviously the incentive looks like it's there. But the other thing is, like, the consequences of that, like, if China took Taiwan, America would collapse entirely. So I don't think they would trade fucking Venezuela for Taiwan, you know, because they still have to actually, like, install someone in like, this is not shrewd. This is reckless. This is the imperial boomerang of this is going to be fucking immediate. So I don't know. There's going to be massive consequences for this in the same way that there was for Putin. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I see it. I feel like it's hard to. I feel like it's very hard to see that the U.S. is still going to be able to host the World Cup after this year. You know what I mean? Like, and I might be being a fucking lib by saying that, but, like, I don't. There's going to be global condemnation about this, in the same way that there was with Putin and the Russian invasion. Like, this is unprecedented in modern times.
But I don't know. I don't know if those are real. B&O News points out that Maduro's last public appearance was meeting with China's special envoy just hours before he was captured with the U.S. I wonder if China, I'm sure China has other views on this, but I wonder if China sees this as like an insult to them.
No
that the
shit.
U.S. just...
This fucking clown. This guy is so fucking stupid. No one is stupider than this.
Certainly